The specific project is called Public Figure, and I had to think about what does representation mean in terms of art in the public space. But because it had to be a public figure, that implies that it is something that is, figural, right? I can't make something too abstract. So I continued along with this idea of a construction of an appearance, which implies, the form, scale, composition, coloring. And I wanted to work with something that would durate time and that also you could apply some kind of color. But I didn't know how it would happen with bronze. I thought I would use car paints. In this case, I'll use colored wax through pearlescent pigmentations. So colors you don't usually see on bronze, like pinks, purples, magentas. And this kind of acts as like a cosmetic, like lipstick or eyeshadow, because through time it actually will come off. But for now, it'll be just like a really nice coloration. And this color will be on the underside of the sculpture. So when it's placed on the park, which the suckle is about 2 meters high, the public will definitely be able to see these different parts of color. The cool thing is that for 1 year, this sculpture will be in the Stadspark, and I had to think about all the other figures that are there. And because once you start dealing in the realm of like the figure, it instantly implies all these things, like class, gender, sexual orientation, religion, all that stuff. So that is kind of like it's a touchy thing to have to work with in the context of a city park. That's why I chose not to have a face. When I think about this project and figure of color, I think about how people construct appearances. And that can also be in behavior. It's what we see on the outside. But in this case, I made a figure that has, it appears to have flowy hair and a ruffly skirt. But in a way, this becomes like a shell. This is just this outer appearance. But I like these motifs of these wavy things that kind of undulate because it appears to be a female, but I mean, it could also be someone else of another gender who is putting on this appearance as a form of protection or as a form of camouflage or as a form of expression. Actually, I finished the sculpture 2 times before the final result came about. I wasn't happy with the result because it just aesthetically did not work. But luckily, when you're working with bronze and with patina and the chemical processes, if you mess up or if you're not happy or if you fail, you can sandblast the entire thing, so that's what I had to do. I still used the colored wax as an undershadow, and since the whole object has been covered in wax as a form of preservation, the same effects will occur but through time, which is poetic. So through time, the cosmetic coloring of the purple and the salmon color will fade away, but also the overall wax will fade away, and then you'll have a patina. So it plays with time, actually. It's not all occurring at once. It did occur at once in the foundry, but actually now it will occur through the lifetime of this sculpture.